morning to all. With the continuation of the auditing class, today we have discussing about auditor's powers, duties and liabilities. Okay. So the introduction point of view, the Companies Act 2013, so new updated versions and various laws requires to the appointment of an auditor. So while during the appointment of the government and non-government company, they should be review the Companies Act 2013. And the Companies Act 2013 lays down the procedure of appointment of an auditor, company also, rights and duties also framed to the auditor. So the Companies Act 2013, it should be modifying the some of the cases for duties and responsibilities of the auditors. Okay, so which we have discussed in the one by one. All the companies registered in India are required to maintain a proper accounts. So every company, the MNC company or corporate company or incorporation of the companies, all the companies should be maintaining the accounts every year. You know very well about March 31st they can submitting the financial statement, they can closing the accounts. So maintaining a proper accounts. Through the journal point of each and every transaction, they should be including the financial statement and get the book of accounts audited by the proper chartered accountants. So accountant, they can prepare all the things of company's activities through the transaction, and they should be verified by the chartered accountant. Okay, and the first auditor of the company must appointed by the company within the 30 days incorporation of the company. So already in last YouTube class we have discussed. So appointment of auditor, they can given the time duration period of 30 days. Maybe the 30 days the auditor may go into appointed or refusal. Okay, it is a choice of auditor. And once appointed, the auditor would hold office until the next annual general meeting of the company. Once the company appointed by the particular auditor, they should be completing their target on next annual general meeting. So 1 year that completely have working in the particular company, and they having the responsible to completing the annual general meeting. Okay, and next we have discussed about the auditor's powers and duties. That is the first point is right to access. Every auditor of a company shall have a right to access all time books of accounts. So they can the auditor having the responsibility to verify all the books of accounts to preparing the accountant. Okay, and next one, the auditor shall entitle to require from the officers of the company information and the explanation. The auditor is a liable person on behalf of the company. They may be going to explanation all the information to the stakeholders, shareholders, company willing parties and other parties from the outside of the company. So the auditor must thorough know about what are the things going in the companies. Okay, so they have thorough knowledge in the companies as well as the accounting information. So he may be given all the explanation to the outside parties. Okay, in what are the cases they should be mainly focusing on them. For example, proper security for loan and advances. They may concentrate about any loans and advances. And second one, transaction of book of entry. In what are the transactions they should be recorded properly. Okay, they should be seriously look into this. And third one, sale of asset in security in loss. So in case of the selling the asset in the time of loss, already we have discussed it in the depreciation point of view. In the machinery purchased in particular year, at the time of sales, the machinery may be going to gain or loss. It may be found out by the auditors. Okay, likewise the assets also. Next one, loan and advances made shown as deposits. Okay, they mainly concentrate about the loan and advances and the deposits of the company, and the personal expenses charged to revenue account. Okay, underline the word revenue account. Other than the business aspects, they can getting any revenue from the other sources. Okay, they should be they should be sourced that. And next one, case received from the share allotted for cash. Allotment of shares, their preference share or equity shares, or maybe allotment. Okay, so allotment they should be mainly concentrate that. So in annual general meeting, they given the authorities to the companies in basing on the in which price they can allot it to the shares. So the allotment they may be discussing in the annual general meeting, and the auditor most care in the that cases. And second point, auditor to sign audit report. The company preparing the trial balance sheet, everything in report, and stock register book. These are the things. The auditor go through all the things through their assistant of accountant, and they can give the signature to the all the financial statement. Then only it should be a eligible balance sheet or financial statement to the public. So the auditor has a right person to audit everything in the books of accounts, and the liable person to find out in the everything's. Okay, he may be a liable person, so he given the put a signature to the all the financial statement. Okay, and third point, auditor in general meeting. So in the appointment of auditor, you can recall this. So annual general meeting, all the communication that we send to the shareholders and conduct the meeting, preparing the agenda, minutes, and resolution of the meeting. All the things they should be conducted by the auditor. So auditor is a sole responsible person of the company. Okay, they can conduct in the general meeting also. And next one, right to remuneration. They can fixing the remuneration to the us as well as the company and employee, staff, all the things. They can go through all the things, including the vouchers. And next one, consent of auditor. As per the section 26, the company must mention in the prospectus the name, address, and the consent of the auditor of the particular company. So particular ABC, for example, ABC Private Limited company. So in their prospect, they can compulsory mention the auditor names, who's having the surveillance of the auditor in the particular company. If may any clarification or information, you should be contacted the our auditor. Okay, so for that purpose, they can exclusively mention the auditor information to the prospectus. Okay, that is a consent of auditor. And next point, right to inspect books of accounts under section 227. Okay, so the auditors rights to person to right to evaluate journal, ledger, or any kinds of bookkeeping from the accountant of the company. They should surprisingly visit, or they can take in one of the transaction with the comparison with the vouchers or original bills. Okay, next one, rights to ask information and clarification. The auditor may a responsible person having the full rights. They can clarify all the doubts through the owners and the office of the accountant to get many information through their concern. Okay, if need any clarification, they can get from their junior accountant level or the ownership of the company or board of directors. He having all rights because of the responsibility in the companies. And next one, a right to make statement in the meeting. So if you conduct any kinds of like annual general meeting or any kinds of meeting, they preparing all the necessary statement. Okay, he may be a liable person, he preparing all the things, he may be going to submit to the board of directors or the shareholders, those who are want to seeking the information to the company, they need access to the auditor. Okay, so he may be prepare all the statements. And next point, rights to take legal and technical advice. Legal and technical advice for management. So in case any policies may taken by the board of directors, he may be given the legal advice. Okay, and the legal actions for the shareholders or the company's performance or the company approach to the any new business, they will be given the some idea or inputs to the as accountant as well as the board of directors. Okay, this is called as a right to take and legal advice. Okay. Next meeting we have discussing the auditor liabilities. Auditor liabilities, first point is make a report. So already we have discussed that the company have conducting any kinds of meeting, they should be preparing the all kinds of statements. Okay, like the same things, whether he has shown any obtained the necessary information or explanation, whether the proper books of accounts have been kept in a proper manner. So he preparing all the necessary statements for the wellness of the outside parties like shareholders, other interested parties. And second one, audit report of government companies. Our government companies that are having the special case of appointed to the auditor, they may give correct information, and periodically they can checking the information through their particular department and publish to the website or newspaper, or 3 months once, 6 months once, or yearly once. They can compulsory conducting the meetings to the auditing to the government companies. And third one, liable to damages. As per section 245, a depository are the members. Depository are the members. Is there any claim from the outside? Debenture holders or shareholders, it may be given any kinds of repayment or any refusal from the outside parties. So this is called as a company damages. He maintain all the necessary need from the companies. They can satisfy these shareholders and debenture holders. Okay, is in case any reserve and revenues, is there any shortages or damages, they can should be manage all the necessary things for the favor of company. And next one, liable branch audit. Okay, if some of the company having the so many branches through the nations, okay, the company auditor as a liable person directly, or they can appoint any nominee person to visit the branches. They can smoothly, or they can properly properly maintains their accounts in the particular branches. They can verify in the surprise visit, or any appointed any kinds of nominee. They can verify their accounting details through the they can their accountant. Okay, or they can directly visit to the particular branches. Okay, this is called as a branch audit. The branch audit conducted any kinds of some specific period. They can proper intimation or surprise visit. Maybe it is a willing to the auditor. And next one, audit standards. Okay, accounting standard, you know that as that is the same thing, auditing standards. So every company they should be maintaining the auditing standard. The central government also notifying the standard to the chartered accountant. Okay, they should be having the more number of rules and regulation to manage the depreciation, to managing the fixed asset, to managing the current asset. So this is the auditing report. Okay, already we have discussed it in the third unit. Okay, so they should be thoroughly following the auditing report status. Okay, and fraud reporting. Is there any kinds of fraudulent activities in their own company, or any happen in the any fraudulent activity happens in the any branches? They should be find out and report to the management. In case such fraudulent activities find out by the some of the branches, they should be correcting that activities, or they can remove the some of the account. Okay, it may be fault findings in the particular company, so they can precautionary take measures to the auditing purpose. And last one, winding up. As per the section 305, at the time of voluntary winding up of the company, mandatory requirement that auditor should be attached the copy of audit's report of the company prepared by himself. Okay, in case the company may be voluntary winding up. Okay, so at the times of last year, they can preparing the balance sheet, so they can show in the balance sheet in the additional format to the government. Okay, or the court. Okay, so what are the purpose they can may be going to voluntary winding up. At the time of voluntary winding up, they are having the capital so much, and they can profiting the profit, and they can sharing the profit and loss this much of ratios. They can show all the things in the attached files. Okay, that is a very important thing. So it may be prepared all the things and put a signature by the auditors. So it is a role of and the duties of auditor at the time of winding up. Okay, so with this necessary informations, today conclude my class. Though this is a question very important, so kindly read it. If you have any doubt and clarification, put your comment to my YouTube, or otherwise you can catch me in the official WhatsApp group. Thank you so much.